Alright, anyone questioned how bad that road was yesterday? I went down to get out. This is my 3D printer. It's not tied down, but it is pretty well shoved into its hole, pretty nice and even, and it was trying to escape. Almost did. Almost lost another 3D printer due to travel. My first one died that way when I was moving from Colorado. It jumped off to its death. Oh gosh. It jumped off to its death whenever we left. Oh god. Yeah, it was a horrible road. This probably needs a better tie down method, probably an actual like thing that goes on it and pulls it down. This needs to be supported. Print that I'll be selling soon. My microwave was hanging off by the cord, and I lost the little thing that makes it spinny, so I'll be keeping an eye out for that. However, because they do charge $50 a night here, I took a bath last night. I'll empty my tanks and fill up my tanks through what I used, and then we will be getting out of here. My floors feel funky too. Everything needs to still be clean. My house is still a mess. It is what it is. Anyhow, today I'm gonna make my way. Well, before we leave today, I gotta make a phone call for the people I'm getting the new power control unit from. I think I'll make us up to our sister's house. So, especially after we tightened it up the other day. I'll have the new one sent up to her house if I can get that done and pick up my orders today. We'll be heading out today and going up north. I kind of wanted to take my time to go up to the job location, but I really want to see my sister more than I want to do that. So if I leave now or sometime this week, by midweek, I can spend a week going up there. I can meet back up with the tribe and go to the Redwoods if I'm quick enough. That means a 6-hour driving day today to catch up to them. At least maybe a 7-hour driving day. I don't think I'll make it 7 hours. I'll probably find somewhere to rest. It'll probably be 2 5-hour days of travel, or yeah, 2 5-hour days of travels, which ain't bad. I can do that. It's a good way to travel some time. I'll have to get a good book on tape. I do listen to book on tapes while I'm traveling, but I can catch up with them and go see the Redwoods, hang out a little bit more with the Canadians, and cold weather doesn't really affect me much. The biggest thing is I got new gaskets for the valve covers coming in today at a mail office box here in town, and I also went ahead and ordered some exhaust wrap. Now it says it should be here by 9 o'clock. The mail forwarding place here closes at 5, so I'll probably end up staying another night at that BLM at a different spot they have picked out, the one back down south. And because I left early, I still have some time there in the period of time that I stayed. Yeah, I still have a little time there. So, and making sure I stay within regulations on that. So anyhow, and then we'll probably just play games for a while if we have to stay overnight again. I'm trying to drag my feet here because I'm trying to kill time. I'm in the RV park. I got a shower or a bath, a nice soaking bath for the first time in like forever. I've been doing sponge baths for like 3 weeks since I've had this problem, which makes it horrible. Let me make sure. Yeah, you're still recording. So I have a lot to say, and I don't put these up as often as I should. Which this comes out to be a bunch of videos in a daily format for whenever I edit it. I'll take all this like full memory card, drop it in the DaVinci Resolve, and just divide it up into several little videos and just sit through there over a week's time and edit all of them, and then I'll upload them as a batch thing and then have them come out one day after another. Seems to be helping the channel grow a little bit, especially since sometimes I don't record. But it's easier to do whenever you're kind of by yourself and not traveling, doing it. Anyhow, today I'm going to try to sneak behind a laundromat shopping center that has no large vehicles allowed, and park my large vehicle and my vehicle in there and go do laundry without getting a ticket. That is my goal. And then in the same shopping center, in the same shopping center is the mail forwarding place, and then I'm going to probably make it over to Walmart and get me some sweet potatoes and get rid of anyhow. And it's not a flavor choice, it's horribleness. And here I am telling the internet that I will probably bleep out that last part because it tells you all my dietary allergies, and no one needs to know that online. You can ask me in person, so I'll just bleep out that last part. Anyhow, oh, my hair is poofy again. I hate how it looks whenever it's getting yucky, so yeah. Yeah, smiling. Anyhow, I guess I'm gonna get ready and get all this laundry tied up into one spot. Get my, I do have Ecos with me, but my parents, my mom found me this. These are dryer sheets. One sheet equals one load. It is awesome for traveling. You just pull off a sheet, you throw it in there, you can throw like 3 sheets into your laundry basket here. And you just throw what you think you need, which you usually know what you need by this time. You throw that in there and you don't have to carry anything more. Although I do carry a little OxyClean with me too. Anyhow, I gotta call that company about changing my address for the shipment for that power control module. A little concerned about not having it shipped here because I do have a couple keep alive memory failures that keeps happening. And I'm kind of debating if I should just stay here and replace the memory control module or the power control module because of that. I can get it back to me, but it'd be longer time if I send it to my sisters and I break down between here and there, which is like a 15-hour drive. 15 hours at 60 to 70 miles an hour, let me say. Eventually I'll get this cleaned up. This got more messy when we came out of that last location, so. Anyhow, I have here till noon. Once I'm out of here, we're going to either go hang out the laundromat and do some laundry, which is what I really want to do, and then try to pick up our mail order later on our way out. And then we have a order coming in Napa today. It's a power control boost unit. The thing was expensive. It was like $200, but it's easier to replace a part than it is to rebuild a part on the road. I can rebuild it, but I didn't know if I would have all the right stuff and I might end up buying it. And if you're at a house, it's a different story because you can wait. But whenever you're on a time limit everywhere you're at, which the art of travel is a time limit. I mean, you have a time limit. Even though it's only 2 weeks here and 2 weeks there, it's still a time limit. So it is nice to be somewhere where there's no time limit. Anyhow. Yeah, that's today's plan. We will see you all down the road. I'm sure I'll have more to throw on here, and this might be its own separate video. Who knows? Okay, well, we're back at we're on the south side of town now. I left earlier, and I didn't have you recording because I had y'all charging. But I pulled out of the place after letting it warm up for a little while, and I had no power again. It was like the other day when I had no power. I was like, what the heck? So anyhow, I was gonna go to the laundry facility and take care of laundry and then get the order for the valve gasket covers and transfer my thing up there for the circuit board, but I think I'm gonna wait here a couple more days. I went ahead and ordered me another fuel filter, so tomorrow I'll go up and pick me up a fuel filter from the same place along with the other 2 orders that I have coming in. I mean, I'm going to start that new fuel gasket thing comes with a new wiring harness, so we're going to wire in a new wiring harness while we're here and replace the fuel filter. It's pumping up higher pressure on the fuel line. I actually got a warning for high fuel pressure on my fuel. And the only thing it can be is a fuel filter, and I don't have a spare one because you can't order those through Amazon lockers. So I had to order them through the mail place, which means it's $10 extra for every single item I have sent there. $10 per package, no matter what size. But we're just going to do that. We're just going to cross it off our list because there's no reason that there should be a fuel pressure going up unless I get a clog somewhere in it. So the only place it could be is a fuel filter, which even though we just replaced it, I don't know. I have a lot of fuel problems here in California. I might just beeline it back east and then go north to Oregon from there and avoid California, and just say it's something to do with the diesel fuel here, why I'm having problems. I did eventually get power up, but I didn't have enough power to climb a hill towing a load faster than 35 as I got into town. which is no bueno for me. I need that power there. And as I'm running the scan, I get these weird scans that tell me that my K memory or keep alive memory is bad, and that's why I went ahead and ordered a new power control unit. I'm just going to let them ship it to here, so I guess I'm waiting around here until they ship that here. So it's 10 days, so that would put it out right about Friday or next Monday. I might just have them transfer it back over to Lake Havasu, and we try to make it over to Lake Havasu. I don't know. I am so tired of this location, plus I am actually near my limit, so I am moving around, so there's that. So as soon as I decide I'm going to go east, everything starts to work, and as soon as I think about going north and make plans to go north, everything starts to crap out on me. So you ever feel like deja vu, or something's trying to push you to the east? So anyhow, we might just go east and then north and go from there. I don't know, maybe go through Nevada. Once you get up to elevation, it's fine. It's just, I was gonna try to push it to my sister's place so I could spend a month with her, and the rig's not wanting to let me. And yes, I would love to pay someone to fix this problem. I would love to pay someone to fix this problem, but the last people just told me it was a new engine, is $22,000 and 2 months out. So they didn't want to work on it. Pretty sure. They overpriced it by about 3 to 4 times. And they pushed it from, first they said 1 month. I was like, well, 1 month I could work with. And then they pushed it out to 2 months, and I was thinking about it. They just didn't want to work on it. That's what it came down to. It's not that they wanted money. They just priced it out high enough that they didn't want someone to work on it, and too much. So that's what I think was going on there. Regardless, I need to find a mechanic that knows these engines, and they're kind of hard and few between. I go to AAA bus sales, but they're out of business. They closed down their thing. So I guess I can look to the forums and see if anyone else on the forums know, but I'm pretty sure it's something to do with electrical. And that being the case, I think I might just give me a really big ground wire and run me a ground wire right over to the power control module. And then I'm also going to run me a really big power wire over to the power control module, and just give that, because I think it's a lack of power. I also think there might be some broken lines in there too somewhere. Also, it's weird how the transmission gets up to 40 miles an hour real fast and has a really long shift from 40 to 55, like it just doesn't have the power. And that's been ever since we got the new transmission thing, which I will probably ask Jasper. Redesign. Those worked okay, but they snapped a lot. They looked okay. This is my new design. This, for one, forces me to, gives me a little lip to lock it in here. It also has the right angle on it, and it's designed to be screwed into the back, so I don't have to use the support mechanism. And it's also shorter than the other ones. This is supposed to make it look a little bit cleaner. And when it's up there, it will low profile so I can still see it on. Easy to set up. Recessed here so it doesn't break out like these do. And this is made out ABS, so it'll be able to handle the heat better too. So this is probably what I'm going to be going to as soon as I test out and make sure it works at the higher elevations. Okay, so I'm turning into this yet again. I was going to replace the pigtails. I'm going to see if the other pigtail on the other side's stiff. This one's not as stiff as I thought it was. I got some new pigtails for the valve cover. We'll see if that gets the injectors firing again. And if we have to, we'll pull the whole turbo off just so we can access and replace those pigtails on the injector things, because we got those in yesterday. But I do have an exhaust leak coming out of this one and that one whenever we start it. So I know those two we're losing boost there, and we only get boost when we get up to the higher RPMs, which means we're losing our basic boost around that. So I get this exhaust wrap. I think it's a fiberglass. It's rated to 1900 degrees, which should be more than enough temperature. It says wear a respirator and gloves when messing with it, which really makes me think it's fiberglass, not that titanium color. I thought it was titanium metal. I'm going to shove that in there and try to get that seal the exhaust leak. We actually just need to do up pipes, but I'm not waiting around here for them if I can avoid it. And we still have a loose connection somewhere. I think it's on the front of the engine, which I got a new fuel filter today. I went ahead and ordered a new fuel filter with a new cap on it, so I could not, I mean, part of the reason I was resisting pulling it off, for one, I couldn't access the cap because I'm pretty sure once I pull it off again, it's going to destroy the cap. So instead of buying another plastic one, I got an aluminum cap for it. We're gonna get this done so we can get out of here and we can get the rest of the problems fixed. If we need to, we can go into town and try to fix our truck on the side of the road again. But like I said, this is the end of the week, and so I need to have that other stuff transferred. So I'll see if we can get this going enough that we can baby it to the next spot and see if we can get it fixed. Right on the trail, the side of the trail, and I'm parked back there. I am a little bit off the trail. I thought maybe I was parked on a homemade trail, but there's only one track going there, and you can only see it during the evening hours. So as far as I know, I'm okay. But anyhow, we're gonna try to seal this up and get this going so we can get out of here and we can move on to the next spot, or if we have to do it. My fuel filter should be here by 10 p.m. The store up there closes at 5 p.m. so we may have to stay here another night, and go from there and see if we can get this fixed to get out of here. But we'll see what we can get done and see if we can get it sealed enough that we can get out. That's where we're at. And so, yep, life sucks sometimes, but we'll keep going and keep trying to make it work. All right, so we're at a crossroads right now. We're trying to decide. My last order's coming in to the mailbox here in town because I had to move over there because I couldn't get what I needed through Amazon Locker. So before we got it fixed, I went ahead and decided, after pulling a code read on it, it said that it had a K memory problem with my PCM, which is my power control unit, which is actually the brain of my engine and transmission. It said it had a problem with the K memory not working, and it's the keep engine alive memory. I went ahead and ordered a new power control module. It was not cheap, but it is cheaper than going with manufactured. This is a company I went with. They're called Flagship One. You can call them here. They're out of New York. You can put in your year, like say I have let's say my truck, it's a 1988. See, here's 1988. And we have a Ford. We have a model F truck, and the engine is a 5.0 liter. Find my module, and it has it for $365. You can get a new module for that truck and plug and play. I have not tested them out. I don't know if they work at the time of this recording, but They do have a bunch of things on there, warnings. It takes about 10 days from the time you order it to the time you get it. It was about 10 days. I did expeditious shipping because I couldn't spend that much time longer here, and as soon as that gets in here, we're going to still try to get out of here before we hook it up. I don't know, we might try to hook it up real quick because it should be really fast and easy. It's just unhook the main power on the rig, let it set for a while, then unhook the connection and pull it out of its slot and put the new one in and hook it up and hook the power back on the rig. And and I'm hoping I'll get rid of some of the other problems, but it is running now. Apparently it was connection in the valve cover housing that the quarter mod took care of it mostly. We did have a little bit more problems earlier today and yesterday that wasn't quite running right and it was missing. That was the plugins on top of the valve covers that was coming off from that rough road we went down. Once we plugged that in, it started up and it started running fine. So it's all electrical, it's basically at this point. But I went ahead, I already had it, so I'm not going to cancel it, and it doesn't hurt to keep the spare one around. So I'm going to keep the spare one around. But I just wanted to share that with you. It's called Flagship One, or fs1inc.com. So if anyone out there is looking for a power control module for less than $500. Is less than $500 for the one for this, and don't want to tank your vehicle, I would say give them a shout. Like I said, I have not tested them, so don't get mad at me if they don't work. I did order one. So that's where we're at right now. On the other side of it, we are in a decision thing right now. I'm going to show you this right now. We are right here in Barstow. We've been here for way too long. We've kind of bounced back and forth. One of the camp spots, the off-highway vehicle park, is right here. We spent probably a week and a half there, and then we left. And we came through town and went through town, and this is on a big giant hill across the river, and then all the way up this very long uphill route the whole way until we made this left turn here and drove up here, then drove up here, and then drove up here to Owl Canyon, which was a very gorgeous view. And but we had 2 more days there. We had till Tuesday there. We had till today to stay there, but I was like, I want water, and I lost my cell phone signal, so I was like, I'm gonna go down because I want to see how it drives. And we came down here, we hit this little road right here, went along it here, and stayed in the Skyline RV Park, which met its needs. It was a $50 a night RV park if you come here, but it met the needs. It didn't have any laundry facilities. From there, we left and we came on this road, and it's uphill the whole way, and I didn't even realize that's part of the reason I was lacking power. This is all uphill, all the way to about here, and then we're in our current spot, which is this little side road here on the side of the road, right here is where we're at. And by the time you see this video, I will no longer be right here. That is one of my goals on a lot of my videos, but you can also come down here and there's more BLM. Wonderful spot. This was my goal, and I just happened to see someone up here, and I was like, oh, that's closer yet, I'll just stay there. But this goes up and then it drops back down. But from here we can either go east over to Oatman, which is 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes to ride around Oatman. I know of a group that's there that I could go sit with for a while, which I am thinking about because it'd be shorter until I know how my rig is actually acting up, and from there we might go north up here. I'm trying to decide if I want to go up to Oregon to my sister's place for a month prior to going over to Colorado and doing that job targeted. Anyhow, so, or we can go left here in about 2.5 hours, about Bakersfield area. I knew someone that lives, well, I've been to Fresno. Fresno was a fun derby trip. We did Fresno, California as a roller derby nationals one year. It's fun. But everyone right now in the group is somewhere in this area, and they're going to this area here. I don't know how they're going to manage that, but I was thinking about is I could come up here past Sacramento. God, I can't talk, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, or butchered the spelling. Both of them are parts of the ADHD and dyslexia, so it is what it is. But I was thinking about kind of sneaking up here and getting ahead of them and staying at the Redwood National Forest. There's a couple other things I have on here. That's Van Dam State Park. things that are on my list to see. This is about a 12-hour drive from here, and not that I have a problem with it. The main thing I want to see, where is it? There's something up here I want to see. Is it even on here? Oh, there it is. Oh wait, that's not it. This is something I want to see. Treehouse, vertical treehouse place. That would be cool. It's in Oregon. There's something called like Fern Canyon or something in here I want to check out. It looked awesome. So, yeah. Anyhow, if you ever wonder how you find your spots, and all these are spots I spend a lot of time on Google Earth, and I will zoom in, and I will float around till, oh, there's a mountain. Oh, I'll camp. Ooh, Raybon Bison in the natural area. I'll look at it, and it's very pretty. Or, let's see. So, for the way out I was planning on going, I usually put a destination in. There's all kinds of stuff on this route. Let's see. That's a weird thing to have. Oh, it's off-highway vehicle area. Another one. And I'll just follow the route up, you know, when it highlights the route, and see what's along that route, and I will search it. This was one I was looking at too. Fossil Fall Campground Recreation Area. It's like, well, that's a boring photo. Where's a good photo? So let's see. Here's a better one. There's a pretty one. That is a pretty one. That does look nice. And that one looks cool too. Very desolate and isolated. It's west of like 360. I don't do 360 no more, but a lot of people still take photos with them. That does look cool. But yeah, that's usually how I figure out where I want to go. Just going along the route and seeing where that's at and how far away. It's not really that far. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. Here's one that's interesting. I was here on the bus. It's called the Big Dune. It is really a big dune. I just was looking for a camping spot. I pulled off and came up here until somewhere there was a trail marker or BLM off-highway vehicle park marker, and I parked there one night, and I had two military jets fly below the dune around here over my... I could see the pilots in there. It was really cool. It was an interesting location. Or if you follow up here, and this may be the way I end up going up north. I don't know for sure yet. It's still in the works. Who's this one? Ah, a flat hot springs. See, if I go up this way, if I go up through Nevada, for one, I've been this way, it's very desolate and isolated. That's the only downside to it. But I can go both directions here if I want to spend more time. Tonopah, there's nothing up here. This is an interesting hot springs. Fish Lake Hot Springs, hot well. Google took me to that, but Google took me in the back way. There's a road. See this little road right here? This road is the back way. Don't go this way. It's easier to just go on paved road. I went this way on straight through there. It's just a little horrible dirt road to lead to the same spot, and you can follow this road around, and you can actually get all the way around this mountain and come in from this side to get to that hot springs. It's a cute little hot springs. It was like 31 degrees and it was at 97 degrees. Still too cold to get in, but nice little hot springs from the middle of nowhere. Let's see, where are we at? And I can actually just beeline it straight up there if I come up this one route just to the west of us. And I've thought about that. It's very isolating though. It is. This whole trip, this whole area is isolating. There's some spots that you don't even have cell phone signal. I'll stay in those areas that long. Then over to Reno and Burt and over. I think it took me a month to go up this way. But anyhow, I'm trying to decide which way I want to go, and probably I will decide once I get on the road which one's ever easier on the truck to go, and whichever. I'm still leaning towards going up to my sister's place because I can get rid of a lot of extra weight that I'm hauling around with me before I go into work, and I don't have to have a whole bunch of extra stuff with me. So there's that. So that's where I'm at. And then I'm also